Today, we dive into the most crucial step of spine surgery, the pedicle screw fixation. This implant, the screw, passes into the vertebral body through the pedicle and is the basis of all fixations that are done in spine surgery. We will explore the three ways by which we can do this, starting from the freehand technique to navigation guided screws, and finally the most advanced robotic pedicle screw fixation. Towards the end, we will answer the big question: who puts the better screw, man or machine? So let's start. The first technique is the freehand technique. Freehand pedicle screw fixation is the most common way by which pedicle screws are put in spine. It is time tested and highly reliable in the hands of an expert. In this technique, the surgeon himself makes a drill hole into the vertebral body through the pedicle, feels the walls of the pedicle, and then puts the screw in. So basically, surgeon relies on his knowledge of anatomy of the spine, the tactile feedback, and the most important thing, his experience. This technique does not require a fancy setup in the OT and is cost effective. The downsides include the chances of human error and the use of radiation. However, this technique works beautifully in the hands of experienced surgeons who've been doing this for years. Going on to navigation assisted pedicle screw fixation. This technique can be compared to the GPS system that we use while driving, but here this is the GPS for the spine and the driver of this vehicle is the surgeon. So in this, there is a OT setup which requires a 3D CT scan, and it is in the form of a O-arm in which there is a 3D map of the entire spine. Then the high precision cameras are integrated with the instruments that we use, and we are able to see the trajectory of the instrument as we are putting it on the spine. So in this case, we are able to see the direction of our drill even before we are drilling. This works perfectly when there is complex anatomy of the spine or there is a revision surgery case. The downsides are that it requires a OT setup which is quite expensive, and the error in the registration can misguide the surgeon. However, navigation assisted pedicle screw is a great help when the anatomy of the spine is distorted. Moving on to the next, the most advanced robotic pedicle screw fixation. In this technique, each and every screw is pre-planned on a 3D scan before the surgery starts, and then a robotic arm comes in and puts the screw in a predetermined direction with incredible accuracy down to the millimeters. However, this technique requires flawless OT setup and the cost of the surgery is a major barrier. Also, if there is error in the planning, there will be error in the execution. The robotic arm is not autonomous. Final control of the drilling is still in the hands of the surgeon. Robotic pedicle screw fixation is really useful in cases of distorted anatomy or revision spine cases. So if we look at these three techniques head to head and compare them in various categories, we can see that each one has got certain advantages and disadvantages over the other. Freehand pedicle screw fixation is fast, navigation assisted is smart, and robotic screw fixation is accurate. So who wins, man or machine? The answer is both. So the best results come when a skilled surgeon would use the right technique in the right place. If you like this video, share it and follow our channel for more content on spine surgery.